Some teams have been pushing to ban the play the Birds made famous, but that's not going to stop them from executing a game plan in the near future. Plus, owner Jeffrey Lurie indicated this week that general manager Howie Roseman will be here for a long time, a long, long time. We'll go into what makes him a once-in-a-lifetime kind of GM. And it's showtime in Boulder. We make predictions for where Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter might be drafted following Colorado's Pro Day. Welcome into the Birds Huddle, presented by Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL. Along with Barrett Brooks, I'm Reuben Frank. Now, Barrett, banning the Tush Push is on the docket for another league meeting next meeting in May. There have been arguments on both sides. Today on Twitter, Jason Kelce responded to an article that references a claim that the play is dangerous and grueling. Kelce clarified that he never called the play dangerous and that he'd be glad to give his testimony under oath to the NFL. Strong words from the future Hall of Famer.
You said under oath. That's great, man. So, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me, and it definitely does not going to make any sense to Jason Kelce, because he was the one who was the innovator of running the play the way they run it. His way he plays this game, he would nosedive in, and they would practice this play. Now, for him, he's just saying, all right, that's a lot of weight that's going to be put on him at the time. He's one of the smallest centers in the league. But it still doesn't change the aspect that, he is not going to say that. That's his play. He's like one of the originators of that play. Of course he loves that play. I love he said under oath. I do solemnly swear that the Tush Push should be pushed back into existence.
Under oath. Only Jason Kelce. All right, it's time for our three-point stance presented by Toyota. Number one, banning the Tush Push won't stop the Eagles. They still have the ability to be successful on third or fourth and short.
Absolutely, man. I mean, you're talking about a play. All right, they're going to have to really give the language of what they're saying. Is it the pushing part, or is it the QB sneak part of it? And they're saying it's not aesthetically pleasing. Well, it's it's that part that makes it that they don't want to run it. They don't like the way it looks. It's QB sneak. It's just they added by pushing the quarterback from behind. Now, they're going to take that out. I already see that. They're going to take that out. You're not going to be able to push. When I played, we couldn't push or carry a person to advance the ball. So I get that. They're going to ban it because of that. But it still doesn't change the fact that they're going to be able to go out there and run QB sneak. I mean, come on now. And it really doesn't matter to me. I mean, I love our backs. Let's just give it to our backs. Right now, we got probably, two of the running backs with the biggest quads in the NFL. Both, Dillon and also Saquon Barkley have huge quads.
The quad
squad. They can do it. Yeah, the quad squad. You know what I'm saying? Quadzillas. These guys are great. Come on now, man. And, we were just talking about how much, Jalen Hurts squats. I mean, what do you think?
There's not a quarterback in the NFL. I don't know if there's ever been a quarterback in the NFL that's got the lower body strength that Jalen Hurts has. He doesn't need to be pushed to be able to get in the end zone, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1,
exactly.
Get the first down. They're still going to be really good. I have a prediction also. The first time next year that the Eagles have a 4th and goal on like the 6-inch line, they're going to throw the ball.
There you go.
They're going to score.
And it also doesn't change the aspect that they got the biggest offensive line in the NFL. Come on now. Just the left side alone is about 700 pounds. You got a 6'8", 270, 260-yard offensive tackle. And then you got a guard that's 6'6", 260 also. I mean, that's just a lot of poundage going in there. QB sneak all day, man. Same play, just not pushing anybody.
Now, Howie Roseman will be Eagles GM for life. Took the team to 3 Super Bowls, won 2 of them. You think he'll ever leave?
I don't want him to leave right now. Right now, he's earning his money. I mean, he is by far one of the better GMs, if not the best GM in the NFL. What he's done the last 3-4 years in the draft makes me want to keep him here. I mean, he's made it very simple that he's going to draft the best players, get them here, in his contract negotiations and how he's able to go out there and manipulate that salary cap. I mean, we got to have him here. So, I can't see us letting him go anywhere. I can't see our owner letting him go anywhere. And I don't think he wants to go anywhere. I think he would have, if any time he would have wanted to leave, is when Chip Kelly was here. You know what I mean? When Chip was here and they, outed him out and put him in the bucket and made him, lesser duties and all that stuff, I would have thought he would have left there. But no, what does he do? He tightened up his shoes, tightened his belt up, went out there, went to research how he could become a better GM, how he could become a better, master, getting to know his players, and also how to bring in and incorporate, different things with bringing these players in. He did everything you needed to be successful. Look at him now.
Howie Roseman is only 49. He's already taken 3 teams to the Super Bowl with different rosters, different coaches, different quarterbacks. And if he does this, I don't know, another 15 years.
Right.
This is how many Super Bowls is this team? And the crazy thing about Howie is that nobody liked him his first, before he got demoted in 2015 for Chip Kelly. Because they weren't winning. They were missing on a lot of draft picks. And you're right. He really improved. I think the biggest improvement he made was talent evaluation.
Yes, absolutely.
He's a really good, now he didn't used to be, but he learned how to do it. And they haven't had a big time draft miss since probably Rager. And that was 5 years ago.
Right.
It's pretty bad, but
Rager was real bad. Donnell Pumphrey was pretty bad also. But he went out there.
He was a 4th rounder, though.
Exactly. That's the problem. That's the problem. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. He was able to go out there and really change how he went and evaluated talent, and it worked out for him.
Hall of Famer. Boy, Donnell Pumphrey catching strays. Jordan Davis's 5th-year option is a no-brainer, you would think. It would give him a salary of about $13 million in 2026. Will the Eagles look to get this done before next season begins?
I think that they will. That 5th-year option, first rounder, they really don't know what the evaluation process for him. They've got to pay some major salaries coming up here pretty soon. Blankenship, they got to pay Nolan Smith. They've got to pay Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter's going to, get way more than $100 million that, Williams got. So, in thinking about that, they got to figure out, is this guy going to be one of the pivotal pieces, in the organization? I'm thinking that 5th year will give him the opportunity to say, yes, we're going to see if you're going to go ahead and take that step forward, or you're just going to stay where you're at. I think it's a no-brainer if they're going to get it done earlier.
I wonder if they'll agree on a long-term deal, which would kind of eliminate that the 5th year, 1-year contract. And I think he's a good player.
I think so also, yeah.
He was overdrafted. He really shouldn't have been drafted where he was, but he's still a good player. I thought he was really good in the postseason.
He was very good in the postseason. He had a sack in the postseason, and he changed. We have to change what we think he should be. Being a defensive lineman is not always about sacks. In his case, he's a run stopper. He's the guy in the middle of that defense. He stops everything in the middle, and he's done a pretty damn good job of that, thus far.
Yeah, he just keeps getting better.
Yep.
So I would do everything I could to keep him, and I think Howie will as well. Time for the playbook presented by Supercuts. Barrett and I take a closer look at Alabama's Jahad Campbell. How high is linebacker on the Birds' list of priorities? Plus, we speculate where Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter might wind up. Their coach, Deion Sanders, has an idea. And catch Saquon Barkley on the hot seat. He was a recent guest on Hot Ones, where he builds his own all-pro running back. Birds Huddle will be back after this.
Birds Huddle, presented by Toyota, proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles and official automotive partner of the NFL.